Hello, my name is Teresita Blanco, the Artsy sister, and we're reading Saturnastra Marduke. This is Chapter 8, Part 3. The second time I awoke, Canon was gone. Many years would pass by before I would see him again. On the next day, I was excused from my guard duties. They held my stepfather's funeral at sunset. That day, I wore black. This was unusual because in that region, red was the color of mourning. But I didn't know this. Many of his relatives and close friends came to see his corpse consumed by the flame. He was buried in the mausoleum of Artsy, the god of death. It was located in the center of the city. During the proceeding, I saw Alisa among the crowd. She had grown up a lot since last I'd seen her. She was a head taller than me. She wore a dress whose top was white and the skirt was a deep blue. It had a black ribbon on the waist and on the sleeve. Her black hair was down, and it was decorated with a black lace ribbon. All in all, she painted a pretty picture during these grim proceedings. When no one was watching, we slipped into the crowd. Indirectly, we made our way back to the palace. The gates were wide open, and most of the guards were at the funeral procession. I took her hand in mine, and she led her up the stairs into the Hall of Mirrors. When she saw us completely alone, she hugged me and she said, "I miss you, Marduke. Since we met, I have done nothing but dream of you." Returning her hug, I said, "I know it was cruel of me, but I dreamt of you many times as well." Closing her beautiful eyes, Alisa lowered her head and she kissed me on the lips. That kiss tasted like honey, and I returned the kiss as well, and I said, "Yes, it was very cruel of me to dream of you." Taking my hand, she said, "How can it be cruel for you to think of me? Do you not love me? Or were the promises you made in the dream not real?" "I do love you. I love you since the first day I met you," I answered. This made her face blush. She looked at her multiple reflections in the mirror. Given a slight inflection in her voice, she said, "Yes, I must be dreaming." I took her hands in mine, and we danced across the Hall of Mirror. All the while she hummed the music that we shared in the dream world. We danced for an hour that seemed like an eternity. When we stopped, we kissed again. Tired, we sat before the mirrors, and we looked at our reflection. All the while we held each other. My bliss was interrupted by thoughts of Bersame. Pushing her aside, I said, "That was our last dance." Alisa's face turned pale and then red. Angrily, she said, "What brought this change?" "I think we should see other people," I answered. This response made her slap me. In anger, she said, "We have been seeing other people. For 5 years, I have watched you from afar. For 5 years, I tried to forget you." "It's for your own good. I'm a bad person, and I don't want you to get hurt," I said. "Your words cut deeper than any dagger could," responded Alisa, crying. Once she was calm, I escorted her back home. On the way, I saw Bersame walking among the crowd. He was heading back to the palace. The king saw me, and he winked. I smiled back. Secretly, his good humor nauseated me. When we were at the door, I said to Alisa, "Forgive me." I then made my way back, and by now night had fallen. As usual, I visited Bersame at his hidden tower. "Whether," he asked. "So who was the girl?" "My ex," I responded. "Sorry to hear that," he answered. He added, "Did she dump you?" "More or less." Smiling, he said, "So she's a smart one." I could make her recapitulate. "Why bother? There are plenty of fishes out in the sea," I answered. "Frankly, I want to focus more on my career. I still got plenty of time to meet new girls." "I'm happy to hear that," responded Bersame. After this short interchange, I went back to my room. Once inside, I changed into my nightgown. While lighting the fire, a new thought came into my head. Thinking back on my earlier conversation with Bersame, I remembered the odd round metal necklace he wore. I had never noticed it till recently. Why would a rich king ruler wear a rough-looking gray stone?